Shalom. We're going to talk for a couple of minutes about this week's portion in the Torah, Parashat Balak, where we see something very interesting, that the prophet Bilam praises the Jewish people in a way that no Jew ever would dare praise us. Praises of the specialness of the Jewish people, the treasuredness of the Jewish people, the greatness, the historical importance. And obviously, it's much better for a Gentile to praise the Jewish people than for a Jew to praise the Jewish people, especially since us Jews are very critical and self-critical. And nevertheless, what's very interesting is that Bilam Davka was hired by Balak to curse the Jewish people. And what was supposed to become the biggest curse was turned into the biggest blessing. And the question is how to understand the opposites in the relationship of Bilam to the Jewish people. In fact, I once asked my father-in-law, who is a Holocaust survivor, how he, as somebody, a Jew growing up in Poland, how did he understand the Holocaust? Such a deep hatred to eradicate, annihilate in the most gruesome and sadistic way the Jewish people. And he explained that there was always a jealousy that the non-Jews had towards the Jewish people. And it doesn't make a difference for our purposes, whether we're talking about nature, whether we're talking about nurture, whether the specialness of the Jewish people is something that we get from our society, from our upbringing or education, or something in the family. What is important, in the words of Sammy Levinson, the famous Jewish comedian, that Jews are really like everybody else, just more so. And this is true for the good, and it's also true for the bad. As the rabbis say, on the pasuk, the verse says that the Jews are likened to the stars and to the sand. And the rabbis in the Midrash explain, because when Jews realize their potential, they could be greater as high as the stars. On the other hand, when Jews are corrupt, when Jews use that quality or talent or creativity, then they sink down to a lower level, lower really than anyone. Statistically, empirically, if the Jews make up 0.2% of mankind, yet have won 22% of the Nobel Prizes, if 40% of the political donations in the United States are from Jewish people, 53% of the chess masters in the world are Jews, 59% of the Hollywood moguls are Jews. There's something special about the Jewish people. When Time magazine was closing up the 20th century, and they wanted to name the 5 most influential thinkers of the 20th century, 3 of the 5 were Jewish: Einstein, Freud, and Salk, the inventor of the polio vaccine. And really, basically what it amounts to is that the Jewish people is either a people that you love or you hate. And you look at the political world today, look in the United States, you have many people who hate the Jews. On the other hand, you have evangelical Christians who love the Jews. The state of Israel is not something that you can be apathetic. Either you love the state of Israel or you hate the state of Israel. Whether you're a Muslim, whether you're a Catholic, no matter who you are. And that is how Rav Tzvi Yehuda Kook used to explain what is the modern context of the chosen people. The chosen people in the modern context is, look at the state of Israel, that no matter who you are, you're interested in what's going on, you can't be apathetic. The state of Israel will never be boring. There's an over-focus, a disproportionate amount of focus on the state of Israel, whether for good or for bad, and it all gets back to the idea of Bilam. Again, when asked to prove, is there a God? Blaise Pascal answered, Your Highness, look at the Jews. The Jews prove that there is a God, that there is some superpower, some eternal power or drive in the world, for good or for bad, that there is something special in history. And that's really what Bilam and Parashat Balak are to teach us, that either you love the Jew or you hate the Jew, and it really, to a large extent, does depend on us. Shalom.